Well, how's it going, everyone? We're going to be talking about the two-block haircut. It has been so flippin' hyped. It is one of the most popular haircuts right now. If you don't watch BTS or TikTok, you probably don't know what it is. I don't know. I get so many requests for the two-block haircuts. It is a haircut that is similar to the mushroom bowl haircut, anything BTS related, or the 90s Leo haircut look. Anybody can achieve this look, but this look is very popular for Asian people and Asian cultures, especially for Korean culture and K-pop culture especially. For Asian hair, it has been popular for a very long time, and it's only been more recently popular in general because of just, I don't know, BTS and K-dramas and stuff. It's so hype right now. Anywho, so how do we even do that? Now, I've been cutting two blocks since like the last 2 years, and my requests for two block haircuts have increased like literally 800%. Like the last guy I just cut right now today literally just walked out with a fresh two block haircut. There's multiple versions of the two block haircut. You can see a whole bunch on YouTube right now. Don't click away. But when you look at them, there's a ton of variations and a ton of different styles and different ways to cut about them. But the initial concept with the two block haircut is initially this is a tapered back and undercutted on both sides, as in both sides shaven, but the top left long. So there will be a disconnection similar to how my hair is right here, where we see two different lengths. Yes, not blended like we see on this side of my head right here where it's blended. Now I'll show you a picture. So as you can see, this is one of the BTS members. Please forgive me of this reflection, but the ring light kind of makes a little cool little circle. But you know, it's the initial usual bowl cut look that's kind of hyped right now. It is kind of mushroomy. If you don't like a mushroomy look, it is a high maintenance styled look, but definitely something to consider, you know, if you are an Asian person or just something that you want to try out. You know, it is a really nice style to try to do. And initially, you can take the style. Now here's one of them, and I'm just going to show you some more photos. Now, eventually when I get better with editing, guys, please bear with me, right? But we're just going to be using the tablet. As you can see, you can part it. The back is cut short. You know, you can even do this little parting. I don't really like that right there. This is kind of cool right here. You can bring it forward and you can part it like this gentleman right here. We're going to be looking at the ring light. I kind of like how it makes this little circle. Now, as you can see, people do wear it forward. You can bring it forward, or you can bring it into a middle part. It is a very versatile style. And if you look at anybody in like any K-dramas or anything like that, even Thai dramas, they even have it too. Japanese stuff, they don't really usually do two block haircuts. A lot of it is like feathered, scissoring, and razoring, but story for another time. So how to get a two block haircut? Initially, there are two different versions, well, three to be exact. There is the shaven version where you use a clipper, an average shaver, you know, a clipper like this, and you can shave the sides. This is the more popular one. You shave the sides with either a 1.5 and fade it up to 2 to 3. So you start 1.5 at the bottom and you bring it all the way up. And you would definitely section off either at the parietal ridge or the side of your heads, or you section off right here. But here's the biggest issue that I see a lot of barbers do when they section off the two block for the undercut. As you can see right here with these gentlemen right here, all the sides are basically shaven from under. Here is a doll model of how it would look like. You can see this doll model right there. It's not very clear, but this gentleman right here, we're just gonna tap on this and zoom in closer. So this gentleman right here, as you can see, he has his sides shaven quite short, right? And the back also, and it's creating this tapered appearance coming out like that. So the back is left long. The reason why it's so popular with Asian people is because when it's too short in this area, in the back of our heads right here. If it's too short, it tends to stick up and we get these little bean sprouties, you know what I'm talking about, you know? And, you know, some other people who aren't Asian still have that struggle also. By having it long in the back right there, you create weight for it to lay down, and it also creates a nice meeting point for the front section to come back towards too. So when you have these longer points, you can have these longer meeting points right here, as you can see, flow into the back if you want to pull it backwards. And you can wear it forward. Again, it's very versatile, but you definitely want the back to be a tapered look. Now, what's really interesting right here, I'm going to show you guys. If you look at this gentleman right here, this ring light, I'm sorry guys, bear with me. Now, if we just kind of like, I'm just going to position his face like this, right? Now, if you look at this photo of this gentleman who has the 2 block, what's really nice is with a lot of Asian people, they typically don't usually have, you know, a really good jawline. This gentleman right here, right, from the side profile, all right, as you can see, if I put my hand right here, boom, he has no chin. What the heck just happened? What? And here's the thing, if I put my hand back like this, right, now he has his chin back. Now what's going on here? I'm so sorry about this ring light. He has his chin back. What happens is it creates this like 2-point like thing going on, where this elongated 3-point system per se on the side profile. So as you can see with this gentleman in the side profile, it creates an angular look coming from this way and backwards from his jawline to his chin, extending his jawline from the side profile. Do you see how it's longer right up here? It creates that line, bringing the jaw out. So from a side profile, if you're a gentleman with a weaker jawline or a weak chin, that would really create a really nice balance, and it just looks good in general. It helps bring out the jawline. I don't have a weak chin, mine is quite extended. It looks like I have a good jawline, but it's just really a good haircut. Anyway, but you can actually do that version, and that's really nice. So you definitely want to shave the sides right here, right? Now, there's something called the parietal ridge, right? The parietal ridge is the determining factor on finding what is considered the side of your head and the top of your head. How to find out what the true side of your head is you literally take a comb and you put it at the side of your head just like that, right? And where the comb leaves your head, is typically where is the line where the side of your head starts and the top of your head begins, if that makes sense. Now, if you look right here, right, a lot of us, right, as we age, guys, right, we have this little gap right here. I'm gonna keep my finger pointed right here. Do you see that hole right there? The emptiness right there? Now, that's completely normal. It doesn't mean we're balding or anything like that. But what happens is if we continue to section up here rather than right here when we're supposed to, what happens is the style becomes more narrow over time. And if you see me pointing at my fingers right here, right, that means from where I'm pointing, I'm only having this much hair to work with. But because I sectioned it more properly, I have all this extra length right here, hence giving me a more thicker appearance. So if your hair is thinning out and you're having thinner hair and you want the 2-block haircut, you want to section under that little gap right there. Yes. So that's really important. If you have thicker hair and you want more easier maintenance on the 2-block, you can section up here and then shave it. Now, there is the superior version where you can keep it long and you can shave it. You can keep it long by cutting it with the shears. For example, this gentleman right here that we saw at first, as you can see, his hair is on the longer side, but it's typically not shaven at all, as you can see on the sides and the back. It's mostly scissor cutted. Now, the reason why some people like that look is because it's very natural, flowy, you know, but the problem about that cut is a lot of these pop stars do get the scissor cut look, but it pops out in like 2 weeks, so it doesn't last very long. So with the with the clipper cut version, when you shave it on the sides, which I highly suggest to my clients, it lasts much longer and it will eventually grow long into that longer appearance. But if you consistently get the scissor cut, it will definitely look better than the clipper when it grows out, because there's a science behind that, but that's a story for another time. When you do the scissor over comb, you definitely want to get a barber or a stylist to use thinning shears, especially if you have Asian hair. If not, you know, totally fine. But our hair is so thick that we usually want to have texturing while taking off length at the same time. So when you're getting your hair cut for 2-block with a scissor cut, typically with the thinning shears is really best for Asian folks or people with like really thick hair. Another popular look with the 2-block haircut. Now, it again, like I said, it is shaven on the sides, left long on top. The back is tapered. You see, I kind of have it a little bit. You kind of see my bump right here. It's all longer right there. I kind of have a little bit of it. Now, typically, a lot of times they'll have it longer right here and have it tapered up like this. So usually the shave is right here behind the ears and it tapers on the back just like that. So with the 2-block haircut, you can also style it into the middle part. Yeah, now you probably heard this hairstyle, but usually it starts with a 2-block haircut, and the 2-block haircut can form into the middle style. Now this is a really complex thing, right? Now how to find a proper middle part, right? How to find your parting in general, right? You can find it usually between the iris on each eye and the inside of your brow, the inside. So in these both sections right here, right? So for example, if you see my eye right here, I'm just gonna come up right here and just open it up. Do you kind of see how it just naturally opens up? And the same thing will go on the other side. We're just gonna go right here. And I'm just gonna open that guy up. Do you kind of see how there's just a natural line in there that just tends to open up between these two areas? And usually that's a good area to find your parting. And as you can see with the middle part, this gentleman has it down, but you can see how where he parted it right here, right? It's coming down right there. I'll show you some photos of the middle part. The middle part should never be parted exactly in the middle, because I don't know, that just looks dumb. I'll show you some photos, yeah. But so the middle part usually, yeah, like what is the heck is this? Jesus, what the heck? It says 2021 cool haircut styles. Nah. So with the exactly, because he's going straight down the middle. You don't want to do that. Some people can get away with it, you know. I've seen some people look really good with the straight down the middle, but we ain't no Leonardo DiCaprio. All right, this gentleman has his middle part 2-block haircut, but it is scissor cutted. This is a more popular haircut that I've shown a lot of people. I'm gonna bring this up closer. As you can see, his hair is parted where I was saying, between the iris and the inside of the brow. You can either do both sides, and his hair it's not shaven, but it is scissor cutted, as you can see. Yes, right there. And you know, with that look, I would typically suggest having it shaven on the sides, as said before. Do some research. Here's another gentleman who also did it too. Looks very nice on him. I really like this a lot. But you can see it's parted right there. Now you can see him bring it up. Another middle part bringing up look. Yes, because the middle part look is usually parted and brought up. You can part it and have it down also, but I kind of like it brought up. You could also like make a comb over, like this gentleman in this gif right here. This is pretty nice. Look at that. Now you can see him. He has the cut, and he can have it parted. I've seen a lot of people have this style, and it usually starts with that 2-block haircut in general, and then just play around with it. A lot of it is based on your blow dry. It is a higher maintenance look. Hopefully the video gave you a lot of information and insight. If you like what I do, like and subscribe, and any questions you have right now, leave it in the comments. I'll definitely answer to all questions. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.